All right, looks like we are live, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Want to see if who we got in here. Let's see, Uncle Al's here for sure. Want to see if
Yeah,
better
sorry,
turn,
reverb.
better turn my phone down too. Hold on, I was using it so I know that I'm way too loud. So, hey, how you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you since a little while ago over at Corsair.
Didn't
Good
he
to
end
see
his
you.
broadcast? Bleh, sorry. Broadcast.
Fishes and loaves, right?
Hey, Carol.
Good to see you guys.
Didn't Steve's broadcast end it suddenly, or was it a blackout?
Uh, who knows these days?
Yeah, like I said, here I'm having blackout because a lot of the cell towers weren't maintenance for rain, so the shorting left to right, plus the power failure doesn't help out too much.
Don't worry about it. I'm always missing people too. I think I'm going to be there, and then all of a sudden I get busy somewhere else.
Yeah,
Real easy to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this Saturday. This Saturday I have church work. It's October. It's part of my food holiday food boxing things, and I have to go and do the paperwork and make sure the trucks get the boxes and make sure the boxes go to the right house.
Make sure the boxes get in the right truck, right?
Right. I don't want to end up in Fresno, but you're supposed to go to Kingsdale. Where? They miss all the little towns. It drives me nuts.
Corsair was knocked off today. I was there. He was there for me anyway. Maybe he
Right.
got knocked off for you.
It depends on the smartphone towers because
I know.
some of them haven't been serviced, and it's like, geez, Steve just went blank.
I know
Yeah,
that he was lagging on my end. I told him he was lagging. He goes, "Not lagging on my end. It's you, Will." And I said, "I'm always lagging."
yeah. Like I said, uh, uh, Urban Grandpa Prepper just did. I think it was last night. I'm still trying to catch up because I'm getting delays on a lot of the feeds because of the weather. Uh, Somebody was talking about the Democrats or somebody, I don't know, in Congress saying gardening is unconstitutional. And I'm kind of looking at that like, okay, remember when I held up this a year ago? Grow a garden, it's thrifty, it's patriotic, it's healthy, it's not racist either, folks. Now they're saying it's unconstitutional to grow vegetables. And I'm like,
Is
okay.
that because they want you to starve?
Remember what I said for phase three, starvation and economic warfare. What they're
Yeah.
doing with the economic warfare? Inflation.
They want us to be dependent on them for everything.
Yep. Just like Venezuela. And Kalen just stepped in.
I see that. Hi, Galen. I noticed you weren't in there. You usually are in there, but you weren't today.
Now, folks, we have to be very careful. There's certain things we can't talk about anymore because Dave talked about it and he got a 2 week suspension. So he's not on air for a while. Okay, we can't be over religious in any kind of religions. We can't talk about the jabby jabby or anything about the red dragon. We could say red dragon, that's fine, but we can't say anything else about it or the jabby jabby. The third thing I'm trying to remember, there was four things. Third thing is we have to watch it on political statements. We have to be very, very careful on it. They're doxing people who, wait, isn't that a crochet channel? They got a 2 week suspension. It's like Big Brother, so
And
we
it
have to.
depends on how many subscribers you have, too.
No, it doesn't. It just depends if they don't like the algorithm detects too many non-positive words in your social government contract credit system, it zaps you. And I keep looking at it, but that's communist China. We're not Chinese, are we, Will? I might look like one, but I'm not Chinese. How
Well,
about you, Will?
I'm not Chinese either, but I did read a thing about uh, the number of subscribers that you have. Because if you're, I can't remember how many because I don't want to get in trouble, but if you're at a certain level, they'll pay you to put out certain videos, and those videos are the ones that we get in trouble for. But if we do it, then we get suspended or the videos taken down. So it's all in who they want to say what.
Yep. Yeah, sorry about that, Carol. I know you don't like Steve. Steve's a Marine, and I think they dropped him a couple of times on his head. Sorry about that. But like I said, folks, you got to be careful. A lot of channels get in trouble for simple statements. I like watching Fishes and Loaves and Lives. And then it gets weird for a while. Yeah, I know. Control, control, control.
I don't understand. You would think that they would want us to talk about it, but
It's not them because I keep telling everybody it's either NWO, which is New World Order, or it's a CCP, and both are powerful bases that you don't want to fight. Or there's that white van that showed up, or there's that black van that showed up. Where's Will? Will's gone. Or where's
well done.
Al?
Yeah,
Or where's Al? He was walking. There's his walker going by the street. Where's Al?
the
I don't want to
walker's
just
empty. Where's Al?
yeah, I don't want to disappear.
Yeah, we got to really kind of watch what we're saying, but at the same time,
Oh,
have
sorry,
some
Kath.
sort of order.
Yeah, Steve had a guest in there, stalking hacker. Oh, we'll find out.
There's a whole group on uh, looking at Kayla's post there where she says she's in a hobby
Hobby
group
group.
on Facebook. Well, I'm in a couple of different groups on Facebook, but one of the ones I belong to completely disappeared,
Right, because some
and
of
it
them
was
are
because they were talking about the wrong thing.
right, or they're a fake one. Because a lot of people are now adopting fake ones or fake. They're ghosting you. In other words, they'll copy Will's channel, but Will's not on it, and there's a Hispanic guy wearing a mask saying "Viva la people." No, you don't want that. I don't think Will wants that. Do you, Will?
Nope. Yeah, I
So
got a couple of my posts even taken down out of one of the groups that I joined on Facebook, and I went and looked at the posts, and the posts were done by me. It was done by someone else. So
yeah,
I just quit that group.
right. But you have to be careful, folks. Facebook is still the wild, wild west, except it's leaning towards the bad guy side, either the left, CCP, NWO, and New World Order. That's a lot easier to say.
CEO of Facebook is afraid of the regime of Taiwan. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but he leans towards what, or Vietnam, I believe it is. Vietnam, that's right. And he leans towards their beliefs so that they won't quit showing his Facebook business in their country. I just read that this morning.
Right. A lot of nations don't like Facebook. Again, if you see Mark Zuckerberg and you see his wife, she's Chinese, and everybody says she's American. No, naturalized American. Her family is CCP, and I'm Asian. I should know.
And you really have to watch what you're doing, especially around Facebook and YouTube these days.
Right.
I, I'm
And
just about ready to quit YouTube
I
just for
have,
the simple fact you don't know who you're talking to anymore.
yeah, yeah. They told Gil that certain stealing of channel names and pictures, and soon, you know, yeah. If you read Carol's comment, uh, Gil doesn't, what you call, see the fake or ghost channels, and we do. Me and Will does, so we know what Carol's having a problem with, because in the early days when we're together and doing lots of live streams, we get hit with these
Yeah,
phone.
right, Carol.
Yeah, and we usually find out it's not the gaming community because we talk to a lot of gamers and they keep telling it it's foreign hackers using their platform to jump onto other people's platform. Also, a lot of child molesters, criminals, and people from prison.
Texting about your groceries. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you got a hacker stalker, so you have to be really careful, Carol. I'm old. I live by myself. My mother is my guest, but I take care of her. And people get too close, I'll find out and track them down. I'm not screwing around. I'm old and tired and sick as a dog. That's why medically I have to quit. Hey, Rob. I know you're busy. Rob stopped in. Rob Painless.
Hey, Rob.
Now, folks, if you want to see a really good seed saver, Rob just put up a seed saver video. Go check him out. Um, West is out in some part of Texas or Oklahoma at a new site, trying to rebuild this, I guess, retreat area. But it's I keep telling people if you haven't done it before or near a location that's kind of safe, it's going to get really hairy next year.
Open it. Open the channel.
Yeah, and Carol has to take care of her son, so she'll be right back. Yes. And Rob did get a nice shout out from Bob Hansen.
Yeah, you guys need to go see Rob if you don't know. He put up a good video yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, and I just watched it yesterday.
A lot of old timers putting it out late at night because we get hit with a lot of bad.
There's a lot of
God,
stuff I don't watch during the day, you guys.
yeah,
I'll save the videos and then I'll watch them later in the evening. And that way I can guarantee I'm watching what I'm supposed to be watching.
right. It sometimes gives me a headache when I'm trying to do preparedness stuff and try to warn people because there's a lot of fake preparedness channel or greenhorn preparedness, just reading off books, never did this stuff, don't know what they're doing, and they're telling me between me and Will, we had over 80 years of experience outside, and they're telling us that no, we could use these amazing dome tents to survive. And we're kind of looking at them like, are these people nuts, right, Will?
Yep.
Or they got like huge backpacks. And I keep telling everybody, see this? This is a basic kit right here. Basic kit that you stuff your pockets in if you don't have a good survival kit. And it fits in a quart bag. I'm doing a video on this later to explain everybody. But it's simple. It's the stuff me and Will carries too. It's like having a space blanket. Triangle bandage with safety pins. Two forms of excuse me, Will. Two forms of fire. We all carry cigarette lighters, right, Will?
Yeah,
And we have a flint rod, ferro rod, and a striker. And then we have a folding knife. We all carry folding knives. Signal mirror because it beats screaming your head off at a distance. Hey, I'm over here. Ain't that right, Will?
yes, indeed.
Or a whistle. Whistle's good if you're in an urban area, but if you're out in the boonies and somebody's whistling, you're like, what the hell was that?
What the heck was that? Yeah,
Yeah. And then everybody carries paracord. I carry other twine too, but I have ropes and tying and paracord. It's like I keep telling people, you can't string a pig or a deer on paracord.
I'm gonna be redoing my video on my walking stick.
Yeah,
That
that's a
thing
good
has
video.
plenty of survival stuff on it. You're
Yeah,
gonna be out in the middle of nowhere like the desert or something, and if you got this stick with you, it kind of help you through the terrain and whatnot. If something happens, this stick has everything that you need to survive.
yeah, it's a good video. Will's going to update it, show you all the tricks on that. Excuse me. It's just I got to be careful. I got the therapy on Wednesday, and I have to take it easy. Never have two
Yeah, that's a
strokes.
good video that Bob 942 put out too
Yes.
about the vest.
Yeah, the Carol's right. The big overpacked backpack that makes you look as a target unless you're going camping. Then you match everybody in the crowd. But in the city and you carry all this stuff, you're either a homeless bum or you're a prepper. So that's really crappy choices, isn't it? Well,
Yeah, that'd be something that you'd want to have if you were outside the city limits for sure.
right.
But
I
if you
know.
were inside the city, be having people look at you crazy, like Cal says, maybe thinking
Right.
you're homeless.
You know what my friend did? He got from the thrift store a big
Hey, Jake,
wheeled. Hey, Jay. He got a big wheeled suitcase and put all his camping stuff in there. And he likes to do whatchamacallit, stealth camping in little wooded areas away from homeless people and everybody else.
hey, Sue, good to see you.
Yeah, Sue's here. Hi, Sue. Sue
Everybody
is here.
wave at Sue. She's always a good one to have around.
Let me put down, hey, Sue, hey, Jay. But he got a cheap suit coat and the suitcase and put all his camping stuff in there. And he went camping in one of the heaviest wooded areas in New Jersey. It's right next to his school and everything. And I'm like, but didn't they think you're homeless? No, they thought he was a businessman coming back from a long trip, and he just cut off the path, the cement pathway, and dove into the woods. And he camped out there for 3 days. I thought that was really neat. You just got to be adaptable, folks.
Is everybody getting some stuff together with all the weird stuff going on around this place now? Everybody getting like a nice little bag put together in case that we have to just go outside our home for a while to get away from weirdos or whatever.
Yep.
Not saying that you have to leave your home, but I'm saying you may have to vacate long enough to off-draw somebody, like get them thinking that you're not around.
Right. Kaylin brings out a good point. A lot of people wear backpacks, uh, but her tactical backpack has a few items on it, and so it looks less like a tactical backpack and more like a fun kind of pack, a day pack.
Exactly. Everybody these days wears a backpack. If
Right.
you look out and look going down the street, you'll see young people, old people, all kinds of different people wearing some sort of pack on their back. Some
or
of them
they're
just have it slung over one shoulder or whatever, but
right,
you can have enough in that in that pack to keep you sustained long enough to get to the first
right.
point B.
I keep telling people on the bobs, you know, on the backpacks, the big trouble is it's only good up to 3 days or 7 days because a lot of people make that mistake and they're going into the woods. I could survive way out in the woods. And I keep saying, no, you don't, because they don't have the camping experience between me and Will. I had to give it up because if anybody's seen my video, I have a nice camper. I can't do stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, you got a point there, Jay. Some of the people won't stick out so much to have the tactical backpacks, but you got to think too if you got that many people out there running around with backpacks,
Right.
if need be, you guys could bum off each other back and forth or whatever to make sure that you have what you need for uh, an excursion. You know,
Yeah, that's why I switched to a vest, and I got convinced Bob to do the same. A vest is a lot easier, folks. You can just put it on. You got more pockets on you. You got a small carry-all and back. Usually, a good one costs you about $39. Nobody even notices me when I wear my vest. When I go to Save Mart, when I go to Walmart, when I go to Lowe's or any big box stores, they just look at me and I walk by and push in my walker and people look at it and like, okay, old guy with a vest, big deal. But if they see an old guy with a tactical vest or a tactical backpack, they're like, okay, call security. Am I right, Will?
you know, you get those vests. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but if you go out bird hunting and whatnot, you can get a vest that has a full pocket either in the front or in the back.
Yep.
And you can put little things in there that won't even show up.
Yeah, a lot of things. I carry my, let's see, uh, pew pew or freedom seeds. Nobody ever noticed. It's dinky.
Hey,
And
Kyle, welcome.
hi, Kyle. Welcome aboard. Kyle's living in the wonderful sunshine state with all that fresh sunshine and orange juice.
Are you back in Florida, Kyle?
Yeah, true, Carol. Uh, the vest is a
Yeah,
great idea if you
I
have
got
like
enough of that darn medication. I'm with you.
it's a lot easier. Will if you have medication, just stuff it in all the pockets
I
like
only
I
got
do.
about 15 of them.
Uh, well, we're about even because I also carry about 15 pills and shots and stuff. And there's a trick if you want to carry injectable shots that has to be refrigerated. I have a trick, and I keep a small cooler bag. It's a little bag with one of those blue gel pockets in it, so I could put two syringes in there or vials, and it
Oh,
keeps it
yeah.
cool for a whole day. And then I just recharge it, put it in a freezer for a couple hours. Not with the vials, that's separately.
Living in Georgia still, huh, Kyle?
Yep. But like I said, I tell people you have to be careful. You have to adapt to the environment because I tell people, can you survive with the stuff in your pocket? I can, Will can, but a lot of people out there don't have the stuff. They'll have one of these, car keys, a bunch of credit cards, and chewing gum. Am I right, Will?
I can remember when I was on four meds, Jay. It was a lot easier to keep up with crap.
It was. That's why I'm going to therapy on Wednesday at
They just kept
8:45.
slowly adding another one in there.
Yeah, but I have a lot of body damage. I had 2 strokes and a bull stomp on me. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting hit by the truck didn't help either.
Folding bike. Yeah, that'd be cool. They
Yeah.
have some pretty nice ones nowadays.
Oh yeah, my nephew took mine. He rides it to high school. Uncle Al, can I borrow your folding bike? Sure. This is
Some
my
of them
youngest
fold
nephew.
up pretty small.
Oh yeah, it fits in a backpack. And I like, I didn't say yes yet. Zoom out of the garage. It's
Yeah, they
gone.
got some of those knee boards that are motorized. Hell, you just unfold it and put your knee on it, and you're gone.
Yep. They also have the little skateboard thingy, or is it the scooter thingy? I can't remember.
I don't know,
Yeah,
hoverboard,
it wasn't a hoverboard. It's one with the handles on it.
skateboard with a handle on it. They have some pretty powerful little rides out there.
Yeah, true, true. Some of the everyday carry you have to be careful because some places will not allow it. That's why I carry things in a vest and in my pockets.
Jay says his mom is a Jeep. I have a Jeep too, Jay, but I don't get to drive it much anymore. My kid kind of took it.
Yeah, I have a boat. I have a 57 pound.
Yeah. Try to see that boat going down the sidewalk.
No, it's 57 pounds. It's a foldable kayak inflatable, so I could put my bag in there and go across river streams and fold it up. It goes into a wagon. I'm old. I don't want to pack too much on my back.
If they used to have those little cars, what were the name of them? They had four wheels on them, but you could drive them right off into the lake or to the
Right.
river.
The banana splits used to drive those things.
Yeah,
Yeah. They quit making them. They had
they only
accidents.
made 1,100 of them.
Yeah, they had accidents with them because a lot of people don't realize when you're sitting into the vehicle, the drive shaft's under the seat,
Weeks.
and it which is not safe for most people. And also, they were getting up to originally they're supposed to only go 25 miles an hour, but the later models they tried to tuke it up to 40. Bad idea, and they had a sixth wheel to it, so it wasn't that good. They still make them. You still see them around, but there's only a limited because the insurance rate. No insurance company wants to insure it. It's open top. There's no safety features on it. Doesn't even have a safety belt or what you call it. And you're going roughly about 20 to 30 miles an hour.
Heck, Caitlin, you ought to be able to find you something that got a motor on it. You don't have to have a license to drive everything out there.
Trying to find one of those is really hard. They don't make them. And I don't trust my life on a 70-year-old World
I
War
think
II lover.
1954 or 19 something was when they made those things.
Yeah,
15.
1945, 42, 43, 46. And a lot of them, it's like 75 years or 80 years old. I don't want to really trust my life to it. And the ones they make now is just is vinyl and it's for pools, and it kind of sucks because if you pop one of those, you
Maybe
go
you
underwater.
get one of those fold up bikes that have a motor on them, Caitlin.
Yeah, they have electric ones too.
Yeah. Yeah, the more you ride it, the more it charges up that electric motor too.
Yeah, unless you're going uphill, then it's like, yeah, I just get off and walk it.
Just think of all the weight that you can lose.
Yep, you have to be careful on electric bikes and weight, unless you want. Why is my electric bike on fire? Uh, they have a weight limit. You can't. It says only 300 pounds. That's plus you and whatever you
Oh, it's like
carry.
I said, Kalen, it folds up and stuff. So storing is not going to be a problem. You just
No, it's out
fold
of
that
price.
sucker up, throw it on your back, walk up to your apartment, hang it on the wall.
Right, but it's the price range. Those lighter ones cost a lot of money. They ain't cheap.
You always think about moving to a lower level apartment too.
Yeah. Original still in the package, collector's item. You could find one. Yeah, I don't want to really risk my life on a 75 or 80-year-old life raft. It's great. You finally get out, cross the lake, all of a sudden, and you start sinking with all your stuff down into the river
It's like,
or lake.
help, first aid,
Last aid. Oh, and if you do get a
backstroke.
yeah, in our conditions, if you don't have a life vest or a life jacket, it's a good idea when you buy the inflatable boat or floatable boat, they have one.
Oh yeah, there you go, Kalen. How good of a balance do you have? You always do the unicycle.
uh, Not too good. Unicycle are terrible off road.
Well, it depends. You can fill the tires up with that purpley goop stuff.
There's only one tire. You lose balance and oh, there goes
Well,
Will
that's where we're
flying.
coming into the balance thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a security risk. Also, anything coming down from the second floor always lands in the first floor, like poo.
The security thing is that why you're on the floor around? That's why you have to have that one thing that we talk about all the time.
Yeah, pew
It,
pew.
it, it goes bang bang.
We can't say bang bang. We say pew pew because bang bang. It's not what you call it. The for shoot precision shooting. They think it's a the sexual connotation. I'm like, huh?
Bang bang was like you're hitting a nail on the head with a hammer.
Right. So we can't talk about bang bang. It's like we have to talk about pew pew. I, I hate YouTube. I hate the whole social contract media system. It's getting ridiculous. King Cobra probably get hit with what you want to call it. I forget what they call it. Introducing a non-viable species in the biosphere. That's a fancy term for invasive species.
Evasive,
Yeah, like goldfish. God, I hate those things.
an attack
King Cobra.
cobra. You see, how would you train an attack cobra?
By movement, but sometimes it doesn't work, and the attack cobra turns around, and look at you like up yours, and
You'd have that little stick thing that you poke them in the mouth with.
I wouldn't do that with a king cobra.
You wouldn't do that with a king cobra.
44 special. Uh, uh
Invasive, not evasive.
Sorry, invasive. Sorry, Caitlin. I'm tired. I've been busy this morning between the blackout and I have to cancel my church office. I'm at home on my generators and batteries. Um, I can't get out. It's like once the rain starts, everything goes haywire around here. So I'm staying home all day, and I still got to do the video on this.
Comes in your dwelling, Jay. I'm not thinking invasive is going to be any good. I'd
Yeah,
be, I'd be up on the side of the wall looking around.
But like I said, folks, another thing is, go watch the old '70s movies. No Blade of Grass. I keep telling people this, but they never ever listen to me. Same thing with the Attack of the Mushroom People. Nobody ever listens to me. The classic horror movies for Halloween. First watch No Blade of Grass, and it was
I don't think I've seen that one.
oh, it's good. It's the old British one about people starving to death and uh, how one man betrayed his brother. His brother offered him and his family to go to his farm. But like most people, they waited too long, they screwed around, and they brought a whole bunch of other people to this poor older brother's farm, which he was growing potato and beets and root crops. Everybody else's grass died except for his because he wasn't growing wheat, corn, or any of that. That's basic of the story. A virus kills the world. Wait, isn't there a virus going around here? You know,
So you think a fake snake would work, Jay?
no, it's somebody with a pew pew like, hey, snake for dinner. And everybody's spitting it out. It's rubber.
He says coil one up right in the window.
Nah, it wouldn't scare intruders. I know intruders around here. They'll look at it and like, can I make a belt out of it or wear it as a hat band? Right? Well,
Had to talk to the shopper. What you been doing? Shopping from home or what?
it could be.
So
If
the
I
big
had,
thing is that making sure that you have just a little bit of preparing to walk out your door. Your little backpack.
remember and watch your weight on it. And I tell a lot of people, if you're like Uncle Alan, I have a garden wagon. I just throw the backpack on that and 5 gallons of water. I ain't crazy. Yes, she's ordering from home. They might not. They,
They probably wouldn't notice a snake. They probably just trip right on in the front door.
yeah, but like I said, another good movie for Halloween other than No Blade of Grass and what you might call it, Attack of the Mushroom People is Soylent Green. It's a good one. I keep telling people this may happen this winter because everybody gets all the winters mixed up. I keep telling the difference from a long winter, the dark winter, and the hard winter, and they still don't get it.
How about the movie called It?
Eh, it's hard to say on that one. That's more of horror than kind of Halloweeny. It's more like it's like a fantasy. You're talking Stephen King's It, right?
Yeah, that was made by Stephen King. One of them
Yeah,
was.
the clown.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's mostly fantasy horror. I'm talking real possibility horror. That's my favorite.
real life possibility.
Yeah, like you eat something strange and like I don't feel so good.
Yeah, well, those collapsible wagons would be good, Kalen.
Yeah, they have
Only
a.
thing is, when it's collapsed all the way down, it's pretty darn heavy.
It is, but it's handy. If you have a garage or a storage room, just pull it out and pop everything in there. And I did hook up a rig for a bike too for one of those because I have a disabled person who rides one of those power chairs, and I got her one of those collapsible garden carts that stretches out like Dave, and she used that for shopping and going home.
Yeah, a collapsible cart would be okay. Only thing is, when you get your stuff piled up in there and you're pulling it along the sidewalk, all the homeless people are going to be following you, picking one thing out at a time and going the other way.
Yeah. Carol, you have to be really careful if you're doing one of those stunts. Yeah, they might think it's a kid's toy. It could be a real thing. They don't take any chances. You might get pew-pewed yourself. So be very careful.
Or you could have something in your pocket that you can shake, sounded like
Will, you have to be careful with that because right now everybody's gone nuts and they think something's in your pocket. And if it sounds like it looks like it, it's like, ooh,
ooh,
that's not good for you. Like, what happened to him? He had his hand in his pocket. Uh, Normally or abnormally? You don't want to be part of the abnormally. Like, no, you can't use one of those for self defense. But if it was a gun, you pull it out and you shoot the guy. Don't do any of the weird stuff or threatening poses or macho poses and stuff you see in the movies. That will get you killed. This is why I keep telling people to go check out Steve's channel because a lot of people make shoot, I can't think of the word. Too early this morning. I'm on 3 tranquilizers right now. Um, cognet, cognizant bias.
cosmetic.
No, it's cognate. Similar, but it's what you think as a bias. So you think like if I pretend this plastic gun in my pocket looked like a real gun, what would their reaction would be? Stab you, pew pew, or let's jump pile on them and beat them as fast as we can.
Eat the candy. I like that part.
Yeah, candy, I like that too, but I gotta watch it. I'm diabetic.
Or Kaylin says the Puppet Masters movie
Yeah, it was.
was it was filmed right there in Des Moines, uh, out in the parking lot.
Yep, in the 90s, which just sounds good. But like I said, folks, you should be prepared. I'm already prepared since September the 1st. I quit prepping because I know it's going to get crazy out there. And I
Well,
have to yell.
I have concealed, so I have the concealed inside the jacket, and then I have a backup that I can't tell you where that's at.
Right.
So all my backup, all my real stuff is in my backpack that I just sling on one shoulder. That way, it looks like I'm just traveling down the road on a day out.
True, Carol. That's any good magician's trick is read people's behaviors. Oh, getting old.
That's the best way to do it, Carol.
Yeah.
Is just being able to tell by looking around.
And Kaylin brings up
Living
a
the gray man's life.
right. And Kaylin brings up a good point. She's in one of those older apartment buildings. They don't have garages or storage areas. In her complex, they have a probably an open lot and street parking. Let me
That's
find my
pretty open.
yeah. And I have to tell people those are also one of the safest apartment complexes because B, you don't have areas where other people can hide. And C, I keep telling people because I've been researching on whatchamacallit, if you see that,
Political war uh,
win without fighting. You know how to do that?
talk.
You that and you buy the property and you buy the businesses. So if you're talking, you own the business and the property. What do you have?
Possession.
Of what?
Everything. You can have signs out the gazebo all over the place.
Yeah, but it doesn't really work. And they just call the police. We have a kook out there with a sign. We're calling our lawyers and we're going to sue them. And then you're going to jail, and they're like, hey, we got another one. So you
Not
got to
if
be
the sign's on the property, not in your hand.
right, but they could say it's harassment of a protective group, and you have to prove in court what they have to do before you can put up a sign. Because they already got one guy here for a billboard that he pulled up. He's in our county jail for 2 years, so it's pretty funny. You have to be
What have we become, huh?
what you call it? Well, you have to be careful nowadays, folks. They're pulling every stunt to get political power and power to,
Black Autumn, I have not heard of that. What's it about, Jay?
yeah. Black Autumn's an excellent read. Everybody, you could Google Black Autumn under illiteracy, and in the Google section, they'll tell you a short paragraph about it. It's very good. You have to be careful, folks, because it's like 1984. You're wrong think. Yep. But like I said, I'm going to be retiring in about 3 more years. I got slowed down because of health reasons. I do YouTube, only YouTube. I don't do Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, any of those, because I tell people, do you really understand what they're doing in those platforms? Like Facebook, Zuckerberg is filled out his usefulness. So one of these days, Mark Zuckerberg found dead in bathtub. Zuckerberg killed in car crash. Pitiful wife cries as she goes back to China with their 4 kids. And Facebook will have a new title, a new CEO, but the same stuff. Same thing with Snapchat or Twitter. I forgot the other one. TikTok. I keep telling people, hi, Vanessa Kitty. Vanessa Kitty stopped by. Will,
Hi, Vanessa. How are you doing?
so remember, folks, you have to be very careful. It's getting dangerous out there. Hill Street Blues.
Apocalypse Smorgasbord. That's the book I read. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. But like I said, folks, you have to be very careful nowadays because, like I told people in the 1920s, it's happening in 2022. Yes, cats are all right, but the other platforms, they use it for other things. And I don't have 7 hours to explain everything. So I'm not
Vanessa,
going to try to.
hi.
Yeah. So, Will, you got anything coming up on Saturday?
I have another live stream on Saturday, folks. That one starts at 2 p.m. instead of 1.
Yeah, last time I couldn't make it because, sorry, church stuff. But everybody
I'm
make
gonna
sure you write it on your calendar. It's the
I'm gonna have
29th.
a shout out video coming up here in another couple of days.
Oh, that's good.
So if you want your name on the shout out list, better put out a video with the good content so I can tell folks to come watch it.
Yep.
And there's sure been a lot of weird stuff going on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. A
So
lot of
between the
the,
shout outs and stuff, I'll probably be rambling on about stuff that people don't care about but are worth talking about from me.
right. Caitlin had a cat video that was flagged and demonetized.
That was demonetized, Caitlin. I can't believe that.
Trust me, the YouTube algorithm is a four-sectional computer program that doesn't, like small hairy person violated our agenda. Click. It's
Although I have one of my videos that was demonetized as well. I
yeah,
don't even get why it was demonetized, but oh well.
Yeah, you have to be careful, Vanessa Kitty, because if the algorithm or the agenda app picks up certain phrases they don't like, you get banned from Facebook. My brother did that, and he got shut down so bad. Yeah, we got 5 watching. Please hit the like button, folks.
Yeah,
Eh,
make sure you're hitting that like button. You don't belong here. I know you do, though. Make sure you're subscribing. Pass it on to other folks that we're going to be here every Monday at 1 o'clock and every Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Right. Carol, you could use that, whatchamacallit, if you ever watch Marathon Man, oil of cloves, that'll solve your new tooth pain away. Or you could use, I forget the tooth stuff. Comes in a little bottle, Will, when you have teeth problems.
Ambassador,
Ambisol, yeah. You could use Ambisol, which is main ingredient is oil of clovers. I prefer using oil of clovers and a little cotton on your new dental work. That will help.
Ambassador works pretty good.
Yeah,
Anybody that wants to come up on our panels on Monday or uh, Saturday, don't feel shy. Just tell us and we'll put a link up there for you.
right. Um, there's Ambisol and Oral Jet. Both will work, and also both prime ingredient is oil of clovers. I love Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman. It was a great movie. It had one of the Nazi dentists pulling out people's teeth, and if like an Israeli agent gets too close to him, he had a wrist guitar, not guitar, katar, which is a arm length dagger that popped out of his sleeve. Peppermint oil, not too much, Vanessa Kitties. That's better on what you call it. Peppermint's oil better for certain mouth wounds, but yeah, clover's not the same as
You
clove.
can
It's
make your own. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can make your own painkiller, natural painkiller, uh,
yeah.
right out of.
Got to be careful. We
I'm
can't
not a
do it.
doctor or anything, but you can make it right out of certain things that are in your yard.
Yeah, but be careful, folks, because we are not doctors or lawyers or herbalists or pharmacists. So we do not give out medical advice. So please, if you do something like that, take it at your own risk. Talk to your doctors first, because some of them is what you call it, have weird side effects. You don't want to be like, I eat this mushroom and I still haven't come down. It came from cow poop. No, we don't want to do that. No, no, no.
Look it up on the internet. That way you won't get me in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. On cold sores, peppermint oil prevents the virus from spreading. That works, whatchamacallit, that contain it. And before that, some of the numbing creams had peppermint oil in it. They still couldn't figure out, but it smelled nice, and they started rubbing on it on the cold sore. Cold sores are like a uh, what you call viral wart that goes away in a couple of days. It's still in your system.
There's a lot of stuff out there that's good for you that YouTube doesn't want you to know about.
Right. Like nutmeg. Don't do that. But like I said, folks, be very careful on YouTube and all the other platforms right
It's
now.
easy to make too, isn't it, Sue? People
Yes.
don't get it.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, I have both 20 days later and 28 weeks later and 28 months. Or, yeah, 28 months later, too. I have the complete trilogy. Yeah, cognitive bias. You have to be careful, folks. Thank you, Jay. That's what the word I was trying to think of.
Cognitive bias. Anybody got anything else they need to add? How about you, Al? You got anything going on?
No, I'm just taking it easy. I got therapy on Wednesday at my stroke issues coming up, so I haven't been sleeping well.
Uh, take
And
care of yourself, my friend.
I will, I will. It's just I gotta take it easy. My doctor gave me a regimen of tranquilizers. I still have to take the second bat.
I've been wondering about the old man. I haven't heard from him on here forever.
A bent or the old man?
The old man.
As
Usually he emails me and stuff. I haven't heard anything.
like I said, um, you have to be careful, folks, because remember what I told you. First, disease. Second is winter conditions. Third is starvation and economic warfare. Fourth is they're taking over the government and other institutions. Look around you. And then five, they take your kids. So one of those factors might have, uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
You heard anything from the old man, Sue? I should probably call him. I got his phone number.
yeah. Just make sure it's not disconnected.
Yeah, I should probably call him.
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay.
Yeah, because I have I forgot who called, or was it a live stream? It was a live stream. They were checking on another YouTuber. Unfortunately, her husband died, and then she died, having a heart attack after her husband had a heart attack, and nobody knew about it until one of our YouTube groups called the police and find out what was going on. They found him in the house.
Yeah, I hope Wendy's okay.
Yeah, like I said, folks. Yep, button down hatches and make sure you have alternate heat and energy sources functional. Yes, that's why this is all lit up. Only problem is I can't get internet in or out if the towers fail around me. I'm in the boonies. Cows don't need internet. I haven't seen a cow with an antenna on its head, but
That's what you gotta do. You got a dog? You put an antenna on your dog's head. Let him just jump around on the furniture. All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap her up.
okay.
We'll
I'll
get
see
the
you
heck
later,
out of
folks.
here. Want to thank everybody for hanging out with us, and we'll be back here again Saturday at 2 o'clock. In between there, I'm going to have a video up of shout outs of all good people that I go out and watch their videos and always leave comments. I always leave a comment. All right, guys. Later.